Right now at 5, a Winona family is offering a reward for the safe return of their missing loved one.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Ken Kozarowski. More details have been released regarding the disappearance of a missing Winona woman. Madeline Kingsbury, a 26-year-old mom, has been missing since March 31st. Her family is now offering a $50,000 reward to anyone with information to bring her home. News 8 Now's Emily Haugen has more.
Police say a car similar to Kingsbury's was seen traveling on 43 from Winona to eastern Fillmore County on March 31st. Police say Kingsbury and her children's father dropped the kids off at daycare at 8 that morning. She returned home at 8:15. The father of Kingsbury's children says he left the house around 10 that morning. When he returned later that day with her car, she was gone. Investigators found her phone, wallet, ID, and the jacket she was wearing that morning in her home. Kingsbury's sister Megan spoke out at the press conference this morning.
Please help us find Madeline. The children need their mother. We need our daughter, our sister, our aunt, and our best friend back.
Police say her children are safe. Police also believe Kingsbury's disappearance is suspicious and involuntary. They did not single out a specific suspect or a person of interest. Winona police have posted areas for search parties to concentrate on their Facebook page. We will share that information for you on our website. Along Highway 43, this is Emily Haugen for News 8 Now. Back to you.
Thanks very much, Emily. Winona police are also asking anyone with video footage along Highway 43 leading into eastern Fillmore County from March 31st and April 1st to send that over. You can send tips and that footage to Winona Police or Winona Crime Stoppers. There's a dramatic increase in kids being found with THC or vaping devices in Monroe County. That's according to the Monroe County Sheriff's Office. And the sheriff is speaking out about a recent spike in children, some as young as 8, being found with drugs. In particular, the sheriff brought up community backlash against a recent arrest of an 18-year-old who was found with 45 pounds of marijuana, who authorities say intended on selling to kids. The county's chief deputy says they understand that marijuana is legal in other states and says they practice discretion when dealing with the drug, but this case had a community impact.
When a case like this comes about, that there's community implications dealing with children, like you mentioned, down to 8 years old, using these substances, we felt it was important to conduct that investigation and subsequently make that arrest.
The department got a lot of response on social media, with people asking why they're not focusing on investigations involving more dangerous drugs like methamphetamine and opioids. Deputy Weaver says these investigations are constant, but they don't publicize the cases. The department released information about recent arrests involving harder drugs. We'll have more information about those at news8000.com. Well, Wisconsin saw unprecedented turnout for an April general election yesterday. The AP reports statewide voter turnout nearly 40%, the highest spring turnout in 20 years. La Crosse County, an unofficial report of 52% turnout. The $42 million race driving that was the Wisconsin Supreme Court, which Janet Protasiewicz won by 11 points to flip the court for the first time since 2008. UWL political science professor Anthony Chergosky says Protasiewicz's campaign centering on abortion likely motivated voters more than Dan Kelly's above politics approach.
She made it very clear that she is pro-choice, and that was a huge test of how a judicial candidate could campaign for office. So Protasiewicz winning indicates that the approach of talking very bluntly about abortion was quite effective.
Now, Kelly, in his final campaign speech last night, called Protasiewicz a serial liar and not a worthy opponent. Wisconsin Republicans did get a win in the 8th Senate District. Republican Dan Nodal narrowly defeated Democrat Jody Habush-Sinkin, which gives state Republicans a 2/3 supermajority in the state Senate. Nodal's win also gives Senate Republicans enough votes now to convict civil officers in impeachment trials and to override a Governor Evers veto. Now, however, a full override also needs 2/3 majority in the Assembly, and Republicans there are still 2 seats shy of a supermajority. All right, time to switch things up and talk some weather with our chief meteorologist, Bill Grahl.
Well, much needed drier time today, although windy and cooler time as well. Now, these high temperatures were set earlier today, primarily during the morning hours, and you can see where that warm front made it into about the southern third of the Boone area. A high of 60 degrees in Prairie du Chien, 55 in Viroqua, 49 here in La Crosse, and then only 39 up in Eau Claire and Red Wing. So the warm front never made it that far north. Kind of a mix of clouds and sun, or I should say probably more clouds than sun for today. A few peaks of sun from time to time, and you can see a mostly cloudy sky on the radar, even a few flurries up towards the Twin Cities. And this is on the back edge of that strong cold front that raced through, and an area of low pressure spinning up towards Duluth, Minnesota, causing those windy conditions across the region today. Current temperatures in the 30s for most, 40 though in Prairie du Chien, 42 in Boscobel. Again, the rest of the spots in the 30s. Winds still gusting 30 to 40 plus miles per hour, so that's making it feel even chillier. Gradually decreasing clouds tonight, still windy, westerly 15 to 25, gusting to 35, so that's going to make lows in the 20s feel like the teens. So that's pretty cold for April. But like we talked about the past couple of days, we've got a nice warming trend in store over the next 8 days. Details coming out.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks, Bill. Back on the news side of things this evening, high schoolers across the nation are protesting gun violence. The nationwide walkout today, organized by advocate group Students Demand Action. Crowds of students from communities where mass shootings have happened gathered in solidarity, like in this one from Uvalde, Texas. Some students at Logan High School, closer to home, also joined this nationwide effort. Meantime, House Republicans in Tennessee are advancing an effort to expel 3 of their fellow legislators who joined gun violence protests at the state's Capitol building Monday. The 3 Democrats say they were supporting their constituents at nonviolent protest efforts following last week's shooting at the Covenant School. The legislators were later removed from committee assignments and had their Capitol access badges deactivated. One of them says the expulsion effort from Tennessee House Republicans is a sad sight for democracy.
My colleagues on the other side of the aisle, their first action is to expel their colleagues for joining the thousands of Tennesseans who are demanding common sense gun laws. We were calling for a ban on assault weapons, and instead my colleagues have responded by assaulting our democracy.
Now, the protests come after the shooter killed 3 9-year-old children and 3 school staff members at that private Covenant School on March 27th. A record number of people are dying from firearm injuries in the U.S. CDC data shows nearly 49,000 people died from firearm injuries in the U.S. in 2021. That is an unprecedented surge of about 23% over 2 years during the COVID-19 pandemic. Experts say one factor making shootings more lethal may be a shift in the type of firearms used. That includes military-grade, higher-velocity weapons. Former President Donald Trump is facing an unprecedented challenge, defending himself in criminal court while running for president at the same time. Nicole D'Antonio has more details from Washington.
Former President Trump's run for the White House may have actually been boosted by his indictment on 34 felony counts of falsifying business records.
He has more support now than he ever had.
A senior advisor for Trump tells CBS News the charges give Trump a leg up politically. The campaign has raised millions of dollars in recent days, even offering a T-shirt with a fake mugshot.
What they're doing to Trump, targeting him, is to stop him from running. They think they're going to take him out, but what it's doing is it's just making him stronger.
Trump responded on social media Wednesday morning, saying the people see what's going on and will not allow it to continue. Tremendous spirit right now in the Republican Party. But we're still 10 months out from the first votes being cast in the 2024 Republican primaries, and not everyone is happy with the former president.
No one is above the law. He certainly should be arrested or arraigned for all of the mistakes and lies and prejudices that he's caused in our country.
Trump's lawyers say they will try to get the case dismissed long before the voters go to the polls.
Is it a motion to dismiss for prejudicial pretrial publicity? I mean, is there a place in America, but particularly, is there a place in New York where Donald Trump can get a fair trial? That will be the argument of the defense.
Trump's next court appearance is set for December 4th. Nicole D'Antonio, CBS News, Washington.
Trump will be on the road campaigning again next week when he's scheduled to speak at the NRA convention in Indianapolis. 3,000 miles from his New York legal drama, Donald Trump won a substantial victory in another court. The U.S. Court of Appeals has ordered adult film star Stormy Daniels to pay over $120,000 in legal fees to the former president. That's on top of the more than $500,000 in court-ordered payments to Trump's attorneys she's already been required to pay. This case is from a dismissed defamation suit that Daniels filed against Trump and is unrelated to Trump's arrest earlier this week. Still to come, tensions are high. A new survey shows why Americans are getting more frustrated with customer service.
the best mattresses are under one roof at PM Sleep Center. Tempur-Pedic, Beautyrest Black, Stearns & Foster, Sealy Posturepedic, and Serta Eye Comfort. Your best night's sleep starts at PM Sleep Center, giving La Crosse a good night's sleep for over 30 years.
Begin planning your springtime project with Menards. Get a free estimate with our Design and Buy program. Use our interactive tools to create and modify detailed, personalized designs for your home. With Design and Buy, your options are limitless. Create your dream patio with our landscape blocks. Add privacy with a new fence. Or spend more time entertaining and relaxing with a low-maintenance deck. Rustic composite decking is just $195 a linear foot after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
There are so many things we take for granted, and along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for granted too. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living, and through no fault of their own, they're being left behind? If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy and water providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
Mad City, a division of Renuity, the local service you deserve, now backed by unmatched national strength. We are Wisconsin's #1 ranked remodeler. And now we're looking for 50 homeowners who need a kitchen upgrade. Receive special savings on a beautiful new cabinet refacing project. In addition to our lifetime warranty, Mad City offers a price lock guarantee. Once you receive a free design consultation, we'll lock your price in and guarantee it for 1 year, no matter what. Be one of 50 homeowners who call now and receive free installation on a cabinet refacing project with no interest and no payments till 2025. Senior and military discounts. Plus, call during this program and receive a free $50 Amazon gift card with in-home estimate. From La Crosse, Eau Claire, and western Wisconsin, call now with zip code and location to qualify. 715-257-6651. That's 715-257-6651.
All the best mattresses are under one roof at PM Sleep Center. Tempur-Pedic, Beautyrest Black, Stearns & Foster, Sealy Posturepedic, and Serta Eye Comfort. Your best night's sleep starts at PM Sleep Center, giving La Crosse a good night's sleep for over 30 years.
A new survey shows Americans are more frustrated with customer service than ever before. Christian Benavides tells us why.
Paul Reichman had a recent run-in with customer service at an airline, trying to get a voucher for a canceled flight.
It took me about, I would say, 18 months to finally get the voucher.
Summer and Troy Jeffrey needed help solving a hotel booking problem.
What is it like right now calling a customer service agent?
If you can get through to a customer service agent, you know, it's always automated. So it's hard to actually speak to someone.
The aggravation is reflected in the latest edition of the National Customer Rage Survey. A record 74% of Americans said they had a service or product issue in the past year, and 63% of those said they felt some sort of rage trying to resolve the issue.
The survey found frustrated Americans are getting more vocal. 43% admitted yelling or raising their voice at customer service agents.
You could be on a customer service phone waiting an hour and a half sometimes. And whose blood isn't going to boil?
To repeat this menu, press 9.
Many consumers also get angry using automated systems. Others have difficulty just finding contact information for a company.
If you try and go to a lot of websites these days, it's almost impossible to figure out where should I go to get help?
Scott Bredsman is CEO of the organization behind the survey and says companies risk losing customers and receiving negative reviews.
The percentage of people posting a complaint on social media has more than doubled since 2020. Now it's about 1 out of every 3 consumers will publicly post their complaint.
And customer dissatisfaction is poised to grow as companies rely more heavily on technology instead of people to handle service issues. Christian Benavides, CBS News, Miami.
Coming up, we had a rainy election day. We've had a gusty Wednesday. I think we're in need of some good news on the weather front.
I'll second that notion for sure, because last night, thankfully, the worst of the severe weather stayed to our south and east, closer to that warm front. Just some hail reports locally. A lot of those smaller hail, though, just a couple of isolated quarter-size hail. But I do have some good news in the 8-day forecast. I'll share it coming up next.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Buy anything in the store at our Wesco price and get the second item half off. That's right, buy one, get the second for half price with free white glove delivery and setup this month only at Wesco in Sparta.
I think they did a very nice job. It's a beautiful kitchen now.
They had a great setup to make you pick all the things you needed to design the perfect kitchen for you.
Mad City has more than 50,000 satisfied customers and an A+ rating with the BBB. Now we're looking for 50 homeowners who need a kitchen upgrade. From cabinets with soft close doors and drawers to countertops, pull-out shelves, and Lazy Susans installed in as little as 2 days. Act now. The first 50 homeowners who call will save with free installation with no interest and no payments till 2025. Senior and military discounts. Plus, call during this program for a free $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. From La Crosse, Eau Claire, and western Wisconsin, call now with zip code and location to qualify. 715-257-6651. That's 715-257-6651.
American craftsmanship. It's getting harder to find and even harder to experience as the focal point of your home. But not with Vermont Castings. Our stoves and inserts are hand-built with you in mind. No detail is too small, no element insignificant. The result? Timeless furniture quality beauty that delivers efficient heat to your home. Handcrafted to set your living space apart in style and in comfort.
Come into Warming Trench.
Get on the road, on the water, or off the beaten path with a vehicle loan from Ultra. Enjoy low rates, flexible terms, and no payments for 90 days. Apply from anywhere 24/7 with approvals in just minutes. Whether it's a car, truck, RV, boat, or motorcycle, we'll put you in the driver's seat with a monthly payment that fits your budget. But don't just take our word for it. Here's what our members say. It's go time. Take the next step and apply now at driveultra.org. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Buy anything in the store at our Wesco price and get the second item half off. That's right, buy one, get the second for half price with free white glove delivery and setup this month only at Wesco in Sparta.
Stories are told on our Instagram at WKBT News 8. Or you can always find us at news8000.com.
Welcome back. In addition to the bulk of the stronger storm staying to our south and east, the heaviest rain was over southeastern parts of the viewing area as well, half an inch to an inch plus, where those more persistent thunderstorms tracked over far southern portions of the viewing area, Juneau and Adams counties, portions of Vernon, Crawford, Richland County into northeastern Iowa as well. Lighter totals in La Crosse, less than 0.2 of an inch, and it just kind of depended on if you had a thunderstorm kind of track over your area, if you were in that kind of quarter to a half an inch of rain. And to be honest, we don't really need any rain right now because it's been wet, and we've got the river snowmelt process underway as well. So we could actually use some dry time to kind of let that kind of make its way down the main channel of the Mississippi River and some of the tributaries as well. Some peaks of sunshine at times today, but overall mostly cloudy and a windy day is advertised, and we hit that high early this morning, close to 50 degrees. We've dropped into the upper 30s since. 55 and 34 are the averages, and just a trace of rainfall after midnight last night out at the La Crosse Airport. 39 degrees, mostly cloudy, 38 at the station. Look at those winds gusting to 33 though. That's making it feel like 29. The Mississippi continues to rise. Again, that's that snowmelt underway, 9.18 feet, and it's forecast to rise up to about 10 feet by the weekend and continue a gradual climb as the snow up towards the Twin Cities into the north and west makes its way into the Mississippi River. 33 for you folks in Eau Claire. Feels like 20 though, with winds gusting close to 40 miles per hour. So the air quite a bit cooler now that that frontal boundary is tracked off to our east. Most of us in the 30s, a couple 40s yet to the south and east. But boy, those winds have been the story today. 30 to 40 plus miles per hour, and that's pushing wind chills into the 20s in most areas, but even some teens off to the west. And overnight tonight, expect most spots falling into the teens for wind chills. In fact, air temperatures will be chilly enough, generally 20s across the viewing area. And again, this is not totally bad news to the north because that'll refreeze the snow cover, kind of slow that melt process and let some of that water get downstream. But again, overall, especially with the warm up in store over the next several days, expect that snow melt process to really start to ramp up. All right, that area of low pressure and cold front now well to our east, kind of a secondary low up to the north here though, and that's what continues to have strong westerly winds in play for tonight with kind of a gradual decrease in cloud cover. We'll start tomorrow with some sunshine, maybe some clouds mixed in late in the day and into tomorrow night. Looks like a little boundary is going to get hung up across the region, maybe squeezing out some sprinkles or flurries tomorrow night. And then again on Friday, the day will be dry, but Friday night we might see some isolated showers or sprinkles as that frontal boundary remains in play. Should not be a big deal either night though. 27 tonight, windy and cold for April. For tomorrow, 48, a breezy and cool day. Again, that small chance of sprinkles and flurries in spots tomorrow night. Dry Friday, more seasonable, 56, small chance of a shower Friday night. And then milder for the weekend, highs in the 60s, small chance for a shower on Easter Sunday. And then that warm up really cranks into high gear next week. 70s, in fact, well into the 70s next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That'll feel pretty darn nice.
I think so. Thanks, Bill.
All right.
When we come back, a rewarding mission. One airline is combining transportation with medical treatment to help Ukraine's injured civilians and soldiers.
Visit the Early Bird Home Show, going on now at the Ford Store Home Improvements. Lowest prices of the year on your 2023 project. Windows, bathrooms, and more.
Where's the best place for local fresh quality meat? The Holman Locker and Meat Market, of course. Now's the time to order your whole or half double smoked ham, prime rib, or smoked salmon for Easter. Don't forget the wine and cheese. Holman Locker and Meat Market, and much, much more.
If anybody asks me, like, why should I come work for Phillips? It's just more like a family. If you want to be a part of a family and a growing team, it's a place to be.
Phillips is hiring sales consultants. Love what you do. Go to phillipsoutdoorservices.com for more information and to apply.
Have you envisioned a beautiful modern kitchen for your home? Choose from either white satin or stone gray, perhaps a wood tone, such as Kodiak or raw umber. Mad City Kitchens is your trusted source for kitchen cabinet refacing. Avoid the lengthy remodel, stay under budget, and transform your kitchen in style with installations in as little as 2 days. Ask about our price lock guarantee and don't wait to call. We're looking for 50 homeowners who need a kitchen upgrade. 50 homeowners who call now will receive free installation on a cabinet refacing project with no interest and no payments till 2025. Senior and military discounts, plus last chance to call during this program and receive a free $50 Amazon gift card with in-home estimate. From La Crosse, Eau Claire, and western Wisconsin, call now with zip code and location to qualify. 715-257-6651. That's 715-257-6651.
What makes Phillips unique to me is that I never come into work feeling like a number. Ben, Brianna, Tyler, everybody in the office, they really just make coming in every day enjoyable, and I think that's really important.
Where's the best place for local fresh quality meat? The Holman Locker and Meat Market, of course. Now's the time to order your whole or half double smoked ham, prime rib, or smoked salmon for Easter. Don't forget the wine and cheese. Holman Locker and Meat Market, and much, much more.
Guardians say goodbye, only we're on set.
Chris Pratt here. They've given me a camera and a list of rules.
Next, ET.
An airline has transformed a passenger plane into a flying hospital to treat injured Ukrainian soldiers and civilians. Pilots call it a rewarding mission as Ukraine's war with Russia rages on. CBS's Ian Lee reports from London.
Time is critical on the battlefield in Ukraine. Minutes can mean a life when getting someone care. And it's a long road, or rather flight, for some of the worst cases. Mykola Fedirko was injured in the trenches. It's the first time he's ever been on a plane. He jokes, I would have liked to go to Denmark on holiday instead of the hospital, but he's thankful for the ride. Next to a U.S. Air Force cargo plane in Poland, just miles from the border with Ukraine, sits a converted Boeing 737.
In easy words, it's a small hospital in the air.
Scandinavian Airlines provides the plane, and Norway's military the medics.
We have syringe pumps, and we have monitor and suction and oxygen.
More than 2,000 people have taken these flights. Spreading patients throughout Europe relieves Ukraine's overwhelmed hospitals. The plane's pilot says this flight is much more fulfilling than his usual day job, hauling passengers on vacation.
It makes us a little humble to do this mission, and actually I'm very proud to do it.
A critical mission of mercy, saving lives at 30,000 feet. Ian Lee, CBS News.
The World Health Organization says more than 850 medical centers in Ukraine have been attacked since the Russian invasion, forcing thousands to be evacuated to hospitals in neighboring countries. Well, we will have a look at what's coming up at 6 when we come back, and Bill's got another check to your forecast.
Knutson Roofing, locally owned with 18 years of experience to get your project done right the first time. Whether it's roofing, window, or siding installation, we offer reliable, dependable, and quality work we stand behind. Knutson Roofing. Call or visit us online today.
Our homes are extensions of who we are. New beginnings, first steps, moments lasting in time. We'll be there. Window World, America's exterior remodeler, improving homes, changing lives.
It's the Power Up Recliner Sale at Drury's in Fountain. Recliners to soothe, relax, and let you escape from the stress of every day. Durability and style come together in an amazing selection of power sofas, sectionals, and recliners. And if it has power, there's even 1-year special financing and free delivery. At Drury's, you'll find Lazy Boy, Southern Motion, Palliser, Stressless, and Flex Steel. All the best brands, all on sale. Plus 1-year special financing and free delivery. It's the Power Up Sale now at Drury's in Fountain.
When you rent a Culligan water softener, there is no down payment or maintenance costs. Imagine all you could do with the savings. Dive into better water. Contact your local Culligan water dealer.
Papa Murphy's presents How to Change the Way You Pizza. Step 1, grab a delicious Papa Murphy's pizza. Step 2, bake. Step 3, chow down on the deliciousness. Right now, get the chicken garlic pizza for just $11.99 at papamurphys.com.
Made with American biofuels, E15 saves drivers money, reduces emissions, and creates jobs in rural communities. Last year, when gas prices were spiking, President Biden extended summer sales of E15 and saved drivers nearly $1 per gallon in some areas. We can't afford higher gas prices this summer. We need the Biden administration to act again. Tell Senator Baldwin that President Biden must protect access to E15 and extend savings at the pump.
J.D. Power ranked Window World highest in customer satisfaction among window and patio door retailers, and #1 in price, ordering and delivery, sales staff, and service. Schedule your free in-home quote today.
Betting on our weather is risky business. Don't gamble with your most valuable asset. Knutson Roofing has you covered with an available 50-year guarantee on all roofs. Yes, we set an available 50-year guarantee. Knutson Roofing. Call or visit us online today.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News, twisters tearing through the Midwest and South. We're on the ground tonight in a rural community directly hit by the latest tornado, the dangerous forecast. That and more news tonight on the CBS Evening News.
And coming up on News 8 now at 6, it is day 2 of the jury trial for a former Cashton teacher charged with sexually assaulting a student. 52-year-old Jeremy Mosley was a teacher and coach in the Cashton school system for 21 years until November of 21. We'll take you inside the proceedings for opening arguments and witness testimony coming up tonight at 6.
Gradually decreasing clouds overnight, so some bright moonlight. It is full overnight, early tomorrow morning. Windy, though, and cold for April. Lows in the 20s for most, wind chills in the teens, though. And then tomorrow will remain on the cool side, 48, still breezy as well. Small chance for some sprinkles or flurries tomorrow night, and small chance of showers Friday night. 50s on Friday, 60s for the weekend, 70s next week.
Almost looking like summer with that 8 day.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Bill, and thanks for joining us at 5. We'll see you at 6.